that right? Everybody agree? Okay. Now, I need to find a parameterization. What's the difference? Where's Ms. Eves when I need her? Ms. Eves was an English teacher before she was a math teacher. You'll just have to tell me. What's the difference between an A and a the?
Just find one of many. Is that A?
Yes, very good. That's exactly the answer. A means one of many, right? The means the one and only. So what I want you to notice is this means one of many. Agreed? Agreed? So what that means is, under the heading of a pain in the wherever to grade, what this means is there are a whole bunch of answers to this problem. But my father had this marvelous saying that says, you can't get finished until you get started. You got to start somewhere, don't you? So I'm just going to start. I'm going to start. And I'm going to say, let. What does the word let mean in math?
Try something? Try something else?
Exactly. What I was going to say, to give you a visual definition of let, you ready? Snatch that baby out of there, right? Let means, well, for example, that's what let means. Okay? So, I'm going to let t be equal to x minus 2. Would that tell you that t plus 2 is equal to x? Or x is equal to t plus 2? And isn't that part of what we're looking for? Didn't I say that to do a parameterization, I want x to be equal to something in t? Looks to me like I got something in t, doesn't it? Everybody agree? Okay? Now I'm going to say, if x is equal to t minus 2 and t is equal to t plus 2 and t is equal to x minus 2, and those are the same thing, right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say y minus 5 is equal to minus 1/3 times t. How did I do that? How to do that? Where did I get that?
It's sort of the...
Yeah, I knew you all did. I'm going to take this x minus 2, and I'm going to go up to here, and then I'm going, that t is equal to x minus 2, but that x minus 2 is right there, so I'm going to put t where the x minus 2 was. Now you tell me, y is equal to minus t over 3 plus 5. Would you call that y equal to something in terms of t? Hmm? So now, haven't we done this? Agreed? Agreed? Okay,
How do you,
what's left?
how do you know that that's right?
Well, William, if you did it, it'd have to be right.
Well, if that's the case, that'd be nice.
If you say it's so, it's so. How do you know if that's right? Go back and eliminate the parameters and see if you get the same thing you started with. You remember what we were doing earlier to eliminate the parameters? Just go back and eliminate the parameters. If you get the same thing you started with, then it's right. Okay?
Would you ever let x equal to?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it another way. I promise.
Okay. I just don't understand. Like, you just decided to use the x's, or could you use the y's when you set t equal to something?
Yes. Yes. Yes to all of that. Yes, I could have used the y. Yes, I didn't have to pick what was in parentheses there. That's the way I do lines and have for the last 45 years. And that's the only answer I've got for you.
So if I would have done like,
It sort of makes it come out pretty easy. You remember what I told you about math teachers? They are what?
lazy?
That's it. Okay? But what's left to do?
Find x.
I got to find the limits on the parameter t. So here's what I'm going to do. I know limits on x, don't I? Is that right? So I'm going to say if x is equal to minus 3, and where did that minus 3 come from? It came from right there. Then x is equal to t plus 2. That's what we just decided, wasn't it? Is that right? So minus 3 is equal to t plus 2. So t is equal to minus 5. Do you agree? Everybody? So doesn't that mean that this minus 5 is going to wind up right there? And then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to say if x equals 4, then now I have, if x equals 4, then y, then I need to find y first. So don't I use y minus 5 is equal to minus 1/3 x minus 2. Is that right? Only I'm going to let x be equal to 4. Do you agree? So don't I get then y, wrong color, y minus 5 is equal to minus 4/3, or y is equal to 5 minus 4/3, which is 11/3. 5 is 15/3 minus 4/3. 5 is 15/3 minus.
But you had a 4 minus 2, though.
Yeah,
Parentheses.
so she had a negative 2/3.
I did. Thank you. That's thinking ahead. Okay, so now 15/3 minus 2/3 is 13/3, is that right? So, doesn't that 13/3? Does that go there? I say, does that go there? You don't think so?
Said I don't know.
Byers, are you claiming that I made a mistake? I am offended.
No, I'm just trying to see why.
I set you up. Of course it doesn't go there. What goes there is the value of t, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And I have a value of y, don't I?
Right.
I did that on purpose because I have students on the first test do that. You find one and you just stick it up there, right? Only reason, why did I find that y?
Because you need to put it in a y equation.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Very good answer. That's exactly it. Don't I? Ed?
Yeah, I just want to let them know, this is not difficult stuff, it's just a little confusing the first
Yeah.
time you go through it. And the thing is, I'll bring a talk on the calculator at another time, but you can check your work on the calculator very easily.
Okay. All right.
What's the name of this form of equation? Is that the point slope form or the?
That
Yeah.
point slope form. Yes. Now that I found that, couldn't I use this one to find t? What if I was to tell you didn't have to do that? The reason I took our time to do this was to keep you from doing it. This is what you might call too much work. That's too much work. My granddaughter Madison says that math makes her brain tired. That'll make your brain tired. It's really easier than that. How did I get t before? Don't I just go back to the same one I used before? What I'm telling you is, math students like to use, if you went to the trouble of finding this, you think for some reason you have to use it, right?
Well, don't you have to use it because you were only given the parameters with x? So
Yeah, but watch what happens. Watch what happens. I'm going to say if x is equal to 4, then we know that x is equal to t plus 2. So 4 is equal to t plus 2, which means that t is equal to 2. Didn't I just find it? Just like I did before? And you never ever had to do anything with that y. Why?
because You had that nice equation right there.
The reason why is the parameters were only given in terms of X. So I could just, once I had X, I could change those parameters to T without ever involving Y. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So don't go to all that trouble.
This seems like you could really confuse yourself if you wanted to.
You could, but all I'm saying is, let's go back through it. All I'm saying is it said find a parameterization. A parameterization has three parts. It has X equal, it has Y equal, and then it has a range of values for T. That's what a parameterization has. And there they are. So what I did is the first thing I did is I wrote down what I was looking for. And then once I wrote it down, then I just set out to find it. And that'll help you with the getting confused. What I'm saying is, isn't that a roadmap for what you want to do? And just keep your eye on the map.
What other, would they just use point slope form, or they use the other, like,
Do what now?
would they use other forms, like, or give you just like, say like, one point was Y at 1 and X at, and then they give you
Yeah,
another
could
point?
I have given you 2 points? Yeah, but then the first thing you would have done is find the slope, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just do what I did there. I'd say there's a real high probability that the one on the test is going to look like that. Said the guy that makes out the test. Okay. Follow what we did, everybody? Okay, let's. I got about 8 minutes to play with it a little bit. Wonder how I can do this.
Would you like me to show them how to do it with a calculator?
No, not yet. In
Okay.
fact, I think y'all, if y'all want to learn how to do it on the calculator, go see Dr. Thomas outside class, and he'll help you with how to do it on the calculator. It's not going to work for me anyhow. You know that. I'm gonna have to see everything. But go see Dr. Thomas to learn how to do it, and that might be a good answer to your question a minute ago of how do we know it's right.
Yeah.
So learn how to do it so you can check your answer. But you know me, it doesn't mean anything what the calculator says.
I just showed Ms. Voss how to
No,
check your work.
Ms. Voss is a quick study. And that, here I have, let's see, I have y minus 5 and x minus 2. Another parameterization. I remember I picked x minus 2. Somebody want to pick?
Let,
Minus 5.
yeah, Y is minus 5.
Okay. William says let t equal y minus 5. So now don't I have t is equal to minus 1/3 times x minus 2? Or minus 3t is equal to x minus 2, or minus 3t plus 2 is equal to x, or x is equal to 2 minus 3t. And here, and then this one means that y is equal to t minus 5. Is that cool?
Wouldn't it be
T,
plus 5?
T plus.
Oh, it might be. Yes. Is that pretty cool? But now remember, x was between minus 3 and 4, right? Remember I said there are 3 parts to a parameterization? So, I'm going to go to use x equal 2 minus 3t. If x is equal to minus 3, then, I'm sorry, if x is equal to minus 3, then I have minus 3 is equal to 2 minus 3t, or minus 5 is equal to minus 3t, or t is equal to 5/3. And then if x is equal to 4, then I have 4 is equal to 2 minus 3t, 2 is equal to minus 3t, and t is equal to minus 2/3. Is that right? And so now I have t between 5/3 and minus 2/3. Doesn't that look strange to you? Doesn't that look strange to you?
Would it need to be the other direction?
Huh?
That's not the same as it was
You
before.
have to have the negative 2/3,
Why isn't it the
And
same?
Do what now?
the negative 2/3 on the left, and the 5/3 on the right.
I think not.
No.
See, I put the minus, the minus 3 is on the left, right?
Yep.
Any suggestions as to how to clean this messy affair up? See, what that says is, now we talking something strange here, because what that says is that here's 0, and here is minus 2/3, and here is 5/3. And t is greater than 5/3, but t has to be less than minus 2/3. Isn't that what it says?
Yeah, but that's not the same answer that we got before.
I think it's going to be the same. I think let's let,
Well, it's just they're the same number except for the third underneath it.
let's let t be equal to, suppose for a minute then that I let if t is equal to -1. Is that legal for t to be -1?
Mm-hmm.
It is, isn't it? So doesn't that mean that y is equal to -1 plus 5? Is that right? Or 4? Is that right? And x would be equal to, where is x? X is equal to 2 minus 3 times -1, which is 2 plus 3, which is 5. And isn't that the 0.54? Is that right? Everybody agree? Now let's do one on the other side. Let's let t be equal to, t has to be greater than 5/3. Is that right? So how about if t is equal to 2? Isn't 2 6/3? And that's okay? So if t is equal to 2, don't I get x is equal to 2 minus 3 times 2?
But t can't be equal to 2. You gotta-
It's
Why can't it?
right below 2.
it's-
5/3.
T has to be
Greater.
greater than 2 or less than minus 2/3, huh?
What's in the middle? If you put t equals 2, it's outside the bounds.
Why?
No, it's in bounds. They're just saying you can't go in that one.
Isn't this t has to be greater than 5/3 or t has to be less than minus 2/3? Isn't that what it says?
No, but that's.
Yes or no?
Look at it on the line. That's not gonna work.
Well, I'm about to. 2, which is 2 minus 6, which is -4, huh? Y is equal to, I just moved it, slow down. Y is equal to 2 plus 5, huh? Which is 7. Is that right? So isn't that the point, -4, 7?
No, I've never seen inequality written that way. I see what you're doing, but it's like,
What I'm going to get is the same line in both places. I'm going to get the same line in both places.
So I
it's
guess
gonna look like this on the number line, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm used to teaching it where it's between
Good.
2 points. Okay.
There's the number line. While you were out, I did the number line.
Okay.
so. T is always kind of changing. It's
Yeah.
not set numbers.
Yeah.
Because you said A, so if we were to check it with X or with
Those 2 points define a line. And that line is going to give us the curve. Okay?
the only real like parameters that we have in this is X, so probably Y and T would change a little bit.
Say it again.
He said X is the only parameter domain that we really have, so T's parameters and Y's parameters would change. Is that what?
Yeah. Yeah. Questions of how to do it? Anybody?
But there'd only be 2, right? You'd only have like a parameter of Y, which is going up, and a parameter of X, which is going sideways.
Say what now?
like T is changing just because when you have it with Y is just checking like the height of the
T is
Okay.
T changed because I started with at a different place. I let T be something different than it was before, huh?
right, but it was different because Y's equation is different than X, and Y is going up, X is going sideways, so they're gonna be different.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now, I think I'm going to, for our purposes, I think I'm going to take all of this out, and I'm going to say that T, that this says that if X has to be in -3 and 4, then T has to be in -2/3 and 5/3. What I'm telling you is, I'm going to define it using betweens, not the outside area. And we'll try that and see if that doesn't clean it up a little bit. Okay, that's enough for today. Get to work on section 1. On Monday, we're going to start taking derivatives of parametric curves.
I knew that was coming.
I'm through.